regular meeting of the Perry City Council for November the 19th, 2019 to order. Our first order of business this evening is swearing in of Councilmember Darrell Albritton, who was duly elected in the November elections to fill the open seat in District 3, Post 1 this evening. So if Ms. Newby will administer the oath of office, we will welcome Mr. Albritton to his seat.
If you'll raise your right hand, state your oath, you'll just affirm by saying, I, Darrell Albritton, do solemnly swear that I will faithfully perform the duties of council member of the city of Perry, that I will support and defend the charter thereof, as well as the Constitution and laws of the state of Georgia and of the United States of America, this 19th day of November 2019.
I do.
If anybody says fill that vacancy.
Yes, sir.
Okay, welcome.
Yes, sir. Glad to be here.
Any comments?
I want to recognize my wife, who is a strong supporter of mine. If you'll stand up, Terry. My mom is here, Sandra Albritton, and family friend, Miss Claire Young. Thank y'all for your support. And if anything goes wrong, I had somebody to encourage me to do this, and that was Robert Jones. I'm just really excited to serve the city of Perry, and look forward to working with the mayor, council members of the staff, and Perry is special to me, and I've lived here all my life, and so I'm here to serve. Thank you.
That are here, just want to let you know, there will be a reception afterwards, after our regular meeting, to welcome Councilmember Albritton to our group, and glad to have you with us. And if you'll sign those 2 copies, and that way that it will be official that you will be a true member of the Perry City Council. The third item on our, thank you, sir, on our agenda this evening is roll, and I can say that we do have a quorum, and for the first time in a long time, all of the seats up here are full. And I'm proud to see that, so glad to have you. At this time, if you would stand and join us for the invocation and the pledge of allegiance. Councilmember Jones is going to lead us in the invocation. I would like to ask Councilmember Jackson to lead us in the pledge of allegiance.
Let us pray. Heavenly Father, we thank you for the gift to live in the city of Perry. Father, we ask for blessings upon this meeting, and Lord, I particularly ask for blessings upon newly sworn in Councilmember Albritton, Lord, and fill him and fill all of us with your Holy Spirit, that we might lead, guide, and direct the city in the best way to glorify you. Lord, and it's in your name that we pray, in the name of Jesus. Amen. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Item 5 on our agenda is recognition and presentations. 5A is recognition of participants of the 3rd grade fire safety poster contest. Chief Parker.
Yes, Mayor and Council, thank you all for the opportunity. We have some special guests with us tonight. If I can have Ian Harvey and Firefighter Kelly, y'all come up and help me. And Mayor, if you come down as well, we want to do some certificates and show some artwork. But just to give you a little background, what we decided to do is the fire department decided to do a poster contest for fire safety education. And we focused on 3rd grade, so we sent some information out to all the 3rd grade classes in our service area. And you can see the 6 schools that we contacted. Unfortunately, only 3 of those decided to participate, and that was the Westfield School, Tucker Elementary, and Langston Road Elementary sent in, made submissions for posters. So 6 schools contacted, 3 participated, but we got 113 posters submitted out of that group, okay, out of the 3 schools. So we're very proud of that. And so what we'll do is we'll kind of go through the artwork and show you what was submitted. We had a winner, a runner-up, and 2 honorable mentions. So we'll start with the first honorable mention, and that was Eli Sebastian from Tucker Elementary. You have his? Okay. This was Eli's artwork. Flip it over there. Now Eli is out of town. He couldn't be with us tonight, but we're going to reschedule him so he can get his certificate from the mayor at another council meeting. All right. Put that aside there. Then our second honorable mention, we have Miss Sarah Young, and Sarah Young is in the house tonight. Come on up, Sarah. Sarah, here's your artwork. If you would hold that for us, just kind of face the crowd there. And this is a certificate from the mayor.
That's a cheese.
So we're very proud of your work. Thank you very much. Well, this is a certificate of achievement. It acknowledges that Sarah Young has been selected the 2019 Perry Fire Department Fire Safety Poster Contest Honorable Mention. So Sarah, we thank you for your hard work.
Thank you very much.
We'll have you come up in a little bit and get a group photo. All right, the next one was our runner-up, and this is Mr. Braden Rowland from the Westfield School. So Braden, would you come forward? All right, so Braden, if you hold that. This was Braden's artwork.
Thank you, sir. Congratulations.
Good job, Braden. And that brings us up to our winner, which was Miss Ellie Claire Davis, also from the Westfield School.
Picture, or there you go.
She did a great job.
Thank you, and congratulations on winning that.
We'll get the other two to come back, and we'll do a group photo. Well, let me mention, one of the things that we looked at when we judged the art, you see our theme this year was not all heroes wear capes, plan and practice your escape. And one of the things that had to be very visible on the artwork and very readable, and had the art kind of work along with that. And that's what we were kind of looking at, and Ellie Claire did, we thought, had the best on that. So we get everybody here for a group photo. All right. You kids are doing so great.
Paparazzi with us, isn't it?
All right.
Thank you all.
These are long.
Next on our agenda is, get back, is 5B. And this is Fire and Emergency Service Promotion. Chief Parker, promotion of Darrell Kitchens to captain, and Alan Kramer, promotion to lieutenant.
Yes, Mayor and Council, thank you very much for this opportunity as well. We've had recently a couple of promotions in the fire department, and we want to make sure that these gentlemen get mentioned or acknowledged here tonight. They brought some of their family members with them as well. So the first one we'll have come forward is Daryl Kitchens. I'll call him Lieutenant tonight, even though we've already promoted him to Captain, but Lieutenant Kitchens. You can see his picture up here. Daryl has been serving with the fire department since February of 2009. He's promoted up through all the ranks in the fire department. You can see his certifications from Firefighter 2, Fire Officer 2. He's one of our shift fire inspectors. He's a fire safety educator, hazmat technician. One of the things we're very proud of is Daryl's a paramedic, and he also just recently, within the last year, got his bachelor's degree in fire administration. And he works real hard and handles most of the hydrant maintenance program for the city, and we're very proud of that as well. So if I could have everyone stand up, please. I'm going to read this promotion order. Attention to orders. As approved by the City of Perry Mayor and Council and the Office of the City Manager, be advised the following. Whereas Daryl Kitchens began his career with the Perry Fire Department on 6 February 2009, and whereas Daryl Kitchens has proven his abilities as a fire lieutenant and company officer leading troops during the daily duties of firefighters and in the battle against the ravages of fire, and whereas Daryl Kitchens has demonstrated his skills and nature as a forward-thinking and disciplined employee, becoming an inspiration to his fellow co-workers. Now therefore be it resolved that effective October 22nd, 2019, Lieutenant Daryl Kitchens is promoted to the officer rank of Fire Captain, assigned to Station 1, B Shift for the Perry Fire Department. Congratulations, Daryl. Daryl's got some family with him tonight, and who would you like to pin on your new collar brass?
I'm gonna have Noah and Emma take off the lieutenants and have my wife put on Kimberly.
Okay, y'all come on forward. Dad, you may have to kneel down a
Yeah,
little bit. Just poke him in really hard.
He's a paramedic.
All right, good job. Now turn around here and get the photo. All right. Thank you, everybody.
Congratulations on your promotion, sir. Pleasure.
Shake hands with us.
All right, the next one, if Alan Kramer would come forward, please. Now, Alan has served since November 18th of 2014. He is a firefighter 2. He's also a fire instructor, fire safety educator, trained in hazmat operations, and he works a lot with Peach County and helps us out as a liaison there with that department. And we're very proud of Alan and what he's done. And if you would all, we'll do an attention to orders again. Attention to orders. As approved by the City of Perry, Mayor and Council, and the Office of the City Manager, be advised the following. Whereas Alan Kramer began his career with the Perry Fire Department on 18 November 2014, and whereas Alan Kramer has proven his abilities as a sergeant and apparatus engineer, preparing for and responding to fire, rescue, and disaster emergency calls, And whereas Alan Kramer has demonstrated his skills and nature as a forward-thinking and disciplined employee, becoming an inspiration to his fellow coworkers. Now therefore be it resolved that effective November 5th, 2019, Sergeant Alan Kramer is promoted to the officer rank of Fire Lieutenant, assigned to Station 2 C Shift for the Perry Fire Department. Everybody, Alan Kramer. Hardware.
My dad Jay, my wife Ashley, and I'm sure my son Cooper will be coming up.
Come on, Cooper. I'll make them stick. All right, so I'm proud to introduce Lieutenant Alan Kramer. Good job, Alan.
Congratulations, sir. Thank you for what you do every day.
All right, everybody, please be seated, and thank y'all for bearing with us. This is a big deal in these men's career, and we're very proud of it, so thank you again.
Next item is 5C, and it's a recognition of Miss Miriam Arrington for her accomplishment this last week. So you left your big plaque at home, huh?
Yes, I didn't want to bring it in the closet.
I can understand. I had the honor of this week of going down to St. Simon's and presenting to Miriam a very, very distinguished award. And she looked at me and said, I really didn't know what you were doing on the podium. I didn't either, but it's okay, we got through it. But she was awarded the 2019 Laura Hine Clerk of the Year Award by the Municipal Court Clerks Associate Council there. So had the pleasure of doing that, and again, I would like to say congratulations. I understand this is a very prestigious award, and we're glad that you received it, and you're working here in the city of Perry. It's a great honor to have you. Thank you very much.
Okay, so first I want to thank God for giving me this opportunity to be recognized. I want to thank the leaders of the city of Perry, Mayor Walker, council members, and Mr. Gilmore. But I'm very grateful for the award. It holds a special closeness to my heart because it is named after Laura Hine. I wouldn't be here without her mentorship. When I first started, I worked directly with Laura. She laid a strong foundation in me to be detail-oriented, have high standards, and take pride in my job. Again, thank you to the leaders of Perry for continuing to invest in my growth through training and opportunities to advance. Thank you to Reagan for being the catalyst for this award. Lastly, I want to end with something I read a while back, and that is that no man is an island. When we achieved, it is because others have helped. So that's my case, so thank you.
Well, thank you very much. And we did bring your plaque with us, by the way. We did have it up there. So, and I was told that because of Laura's relationship with you, that this is really a prestigious award, that they've named this clerk association or council has named this after her, and it'll be given in her name from here on out. So, very, very special award.
Yes.
Thank you very much. We really appreciate what you do every day. If you had a chance to read Reagan's write-up it was about 2 pages long, and I had the opportunity to read a couple of the paragraphs when we were doing the presentation, and some of the things that you accomplished this year were absolutely outstanding. And we lost our long-term Chief Justice here, or the judge, and she had to go through and train a brand new judge, and then she had to move us out of our courtroom and move us over to Superior Court. So she's had her plate full in addition to what she does each and every day. So thank you for that, all that you've done this year. Thank you very much. Item 5D is the introduction of new officer, Skylar Bryant.
Skylar, would you join me up front, please? Thank you, Mayor, Mayor and Council. I want to take this opportunity to introduce someone who's starting his career with us. This is Skylar Bryant. Skylar grew up in the area, went to high school in Macon, has attended Central Georgia Tech, and has done about 2 years with Fort Valley PD, which is where we hired him from. He is still in field training with us, but he's on fast track with that because of his experience level and the fact that he's certified already. However, he told me a few minutes ago that this is his last day. He's going to take a few days off because he's getting married Saturday. And so some of you may know who he's married, which is Haley. I guess we'll have to change her name real soon. I guess I don't know if she's changing her name or not.
She is.
She's already on the advance party. She's on the advance party for the wedding.
That's what I understand.
So Haley Myers is his fiance, and we're happy to have Skylar aboard. He's already out making cases while he's in training. Has showed a real positive attitude and is doing a great job for us already. We look forward to him getting cut loose so he can work independently. But you've introduced yourself to Mayor and Council, and that's it.
And his fiance is not here, so.
She's here.
She's on the phone.
Skype in.
Yes.
she is.
Yes. She's here in spirit. and
Amazing
technology.
technology. Congratulations. Thank you very much.
I just want to say thank you to the leadership in Perry, especially Chief. He worked with me a lot. I've had a lot of deals with him so far, getting hired and everything. I love the leadership in Perry. I love the city. I grew up around here. I can't remember a time where we went grocery where my dad didn't say, we're just going to go to Perry. So I'm familiar with the area, I love the place, and I look forward to serving the citizens every way I can. So, thank y'all.
Welcome to our force, and thank you for what you do each and every day in protecting the homes. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. Appreciate that.
Thanks, sir.
We keep bringing all these good folks in. Item 6 is community partner update. Are there any community partners here this evening that would like to update Mayor and Council at this time?
Yes, Mayor. Thanks, Mayor and Council. Ellen Palmer with the Perry Chamber. And just a few updates. This Friday, we are having a ribbon cutting for the Community Development Department that moved down to Main Street, so we're excited about that and to celebrate that new location for them. I know it's serving them well. And the Chamber is always here to support the city and everything you all do, so I'm excited to be able to celebrate that new location with them, so I can see you all there. It's Friday at 11. And then I think you all know, I've mentioned it several times, but Taste of Southern is coming up on December 5th, so can't wait to kick off the holiday season with you all. Lots of good restaurants, cocktails, music, live auctions, silent auctions, so it should be a good time, and we look forward to having you all there with us. To the public, if you have not got tickets or a table, we still have some available. You can go on our website and buy those, or give us a call and we can set you up for that. And then last but not least, Leadership Perry, closing those applications down in the next couple weeks. So if you have not applied, please go ahead and do so. That program will start off in January and ends in September. And it's a great leadership program to learn about the community and just network with other leaders. So just let us know if you're interested. And that's it. Thank y'all.
Thank you, Ms. Palmer. Appreciate that. Is there anyone else here that would like to community partner that would like to address council at this time? Thank you. Item 7 is citizens with input. Are there any citizens here this evening that would like to address mayor and council at this time? Thank you. Item 8 is review of the minutes. Item 8A is the review of council for council consideration. Council members, you were provided the minutes for the November the 4th, 2019 work session, November 5th, 2019 pre-council meeting, and the November the 5th, 2019 council meeting, council minutes. At this time, I'll entertain a motion to accept these minutes as presented.
Second.
A motion and a second. Are there any additions, deletions, or changes to the minutes that have been presented? Hearing none, all those in favor, please indicate raising your right hand. The minutes are approved unanimously. Item 9 is old business. Old business for the mayor. I do not have any. Old business is 9B is council member, Ms. Bynum Grace. Any old business? Mr. Jones? Well, you've been here a while. You have any old business? Mr. Hunt? Mr. Jackson? Mr. King? Any old business from the city attorney, Ms. Brooke Newby? Item D, any old business from the city manager, Mr. Gilmore?
No, sir.
Item 9E is any old business from the assistant city manager, Mr. Robert Smith?
No, sir.
Thank you. Item 10 is new business. 10A is matters referred from November the 18th, 2019 work session and the November the 19th, 2019 pre-council meeting. Item 10A1 is a resolution to amend the City of Cary's procurement policy to increase council's limit or review limit for repairs and maintenance items. Mr. Gilmore?
Thank you, Mayor. Mayor and Council, you may remember that we talked about this yesterday in your work session. The administration is recommending that for repairs and maintenance items only, that the council review limit or award limit that goes to council be increased to $12,000. You may remember we talked about this yesterday, about the need for that with prices of equipment and the services, and we recommend to you to adopt.
Thank you. Any questions for Mr. Gilmore relative to the resolution of changing the procurement policy? Hearing none, at this time I'll entertain a motion to accept the resolution as presented by Mr. Gilmore.
So moved. Second.
There's a motion and a second. All in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand. Please show the resolution was approved unanimously. Thank you. Ten A2 is approval of Carter and Sloop Incorporated for a FEMA grant relative to a water system security risk assessment. Mr. Gilmore.
Thank you, Mayor. Mayor and Council, as you remember in our pre-council, this is an obligation / opportunity for the city. We have been advised by the state that we must follow a federal requirement about doing an assessment relative to the security of our water provisions and treatment plants. There is a cutoff date of this Friday in which we can apply for FEMA funding, and we recommend to council that you authorize us to proceed with that application.
What questions do you have of Mr. Gilmore relative to the Carter and Sloop recommendation? Hearing none, at this time I'll entertain a motion to accept the recommendation of asking Carter and Sloop to move forward with a grant relative to system security.
So moved.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. All in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand. Please let the record show that it was approved unanimously. Thank you. 10B is approval of statewide mutual aid and assistance agreement. Chief Parker?
Thank you, Mayor. Mayor and Council, this is pretty much a standard procedure that we do every few years, and this is just the city signing on, saying that they will agree with the, what you have there in board pack, the package. And it's with the Georgia Emergency Management Agency and Homeland Security. And it's just an agreement saying that we can offer mutual aid to them and then also receive mutual aid statewide should we have the need for that.
Thank you, Chief. Any questions of Chief Parker relative to this mutual aid agreement? Hearing none, at this time, I'll entertain a motion to accept the mutual aid agreement as presented.
So moved.
A motion and a second. All in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand. Please show the agreement was approved unanimously. Thank you, Chief.
Yes.
10C is special events application. 10C1 is the City of Perry is hosting its 7th annual buzzer drop on December 31st, 2019 from 7 p.m. through midnight. Mr. Smith, you're going to take that for us this evening.
Mayor, yes I will. Mayor and Council, as you already mentioned, the city is gearing up to host our 7th annual buzzer drop. This is a New Year's Eve event, so of course it will take place on December 31st here in downtown Perry from 7 o'clock to midnight. There'll be live music, the 8 o'clock kids ball drop, which was a super popular thing last year that we're continuing. And what you have before you tonight is essentially permission to host the event and applicable street closures. There are no significant changes from past years.
What questions do you have of Mr. Smith relative to the buzzer drop? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion to approve the recommendation for the 7th annual buzzer drop as presented.
So moved. Second.
A motion and a second. All in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand. Please let the record show that it was approved unanimously. 10C2 is the Perry Lions Club is hosting Peaches to Beaches on March the 13th through 14th, 2020, on 8 a.m. through 6 p.m. daily. Is Ms. Kasuda here? Okay, Mr. Gilmore, would you want to cover that one?
Yes, sir. Be delighted to. As was mentioned before, I don't know what number this is. It's probably about the 5th or 6th Peaches to Beaches event that's held in March. And the Lions Club is requesting that council approve that event. It's been a regular ongoing. There is no change from what we had in previous years. And we recommend to you to approve.
Any questions of Mr. Gilmore relative to the Peaches and Beaches recommendation for March 13th and 14th of 2020? Hearing none, at this time I'll entertain a motion to accept the proposal as presented for Peaches to Beaches.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. All in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand. The motion was approved unanimously. Thank you. Item 11 is other business and supplemental agenda. 11A is consideration of approval for provision of traffic signal timing services. Mr. Gilmore?
Thank you, Mayor. Mayor and Council, in your packet is a proposal from Alando and Wilburn LLC. The proposal is to provide technical services for those traffic control devices that are switching over from Georgia DOT to the city. Historically, these lights have been serviced by the Georgia Department of Transportation. However, they have shifted over to where it is all in the cloud, as far as I know, somewhere. And we don't have the skill and expertise to do that, so we are recommending to you that you authorize this contracting with this firm to provide traffic signal control services. This firm is currently used by the City of Warner Robins. It is used by the Houston County Board of Commissioners through the City of Warner Robins. They serve a number of other cities, you may have noticed, like Noonan, and we would recommend to you to approve this agreement. This contractor is certified by DOT to provide these type of services, and as far as we know, there are no other local or maybe even regional providers of this service.
What questions do you have of Mr. Gilmore relative to the traffic signal timing services that has been proposed? Hearing none, at this time I'll entertain a motion to accept the proposal as submitted.
So moved.
Second.
A motion and a second. All in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand. The proposal was approved unanimously. Thank you, Mr. Gilmore. We have an additional item under other business and supplemental agenda. This evening, we have 11B. This is a proposal that came out of our pre-council meeting. We went into executive session and reviewed a recommendation from staff. We're bringing that proposal forward to this evening. There is, from staff, Mr. Gilmore, correct me if I'm wrong, there's a proposal of creating a new job, fire inspector position within community development. And they'll be adding a fire inspector to the inspections that we do within community development department. Is there any correction to that, Mr. Gilmore?
No, sir.
Okay. Any questions relative to this new position that we have discussed? Hearing none at this time, I'll entertain a motion to approve the addition of this position within community development.
So,
Second.
There's a motion and a second. All in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand. Those opposed? The proposal was approved unanimously. Thank you. Item 12 is council member items. Mr. Final Grace? Mr. Jones?
No, sir.
Mr. Albright? Mr. Hunt?
No, sir.
Mr. Jackson? Mr. King? No, sir. Thank you. Mr. Gilmore?
No, sir.
Ms. Newby?
Yes.
Mr. Smith?
No, sir.
Thank you. Item 13 is department head items. Ms. King, anything this evening for the Department of Administration? Mr. Wood?
Yes, sir, I have two items.
Yes, sir, thank you.
First, I'd like to just follow up on what I mentioned last night regarding the neighborhood cleanup event that was held in the Creekwood community Saturday, November the 9th. We had 46 volunteers. As I mentioned, that's a lot that a larger number than we've had in the past, and we appreciate all of those people for attending. We had several organizations that sent people, and we appreciate that. We ended up picking up 36 junk tires that day and picked up 3,380 pounds of trash. So a lot of good that was done in the Creekwood community that day, and I think it was a success, and again, thanks to everyone who participated in that. Second thing, I wanted to just follow up with Ellen's mention of the ribbon cutting. It is this Friday at 11 o'clock. There will be light refreshments, and for those who can't make it for the ribbon cutting at 11, we'll have an open house the rest of the afternoon, so everyone's welcome to stop by, and we're happy to show off our new digs. So I hope to see everybody there.
Mr. Smith, anything from Public Works that you want to share this evening?
No, sir.
Mr. Warren?
Nothing further, sir.
Ms. Warren, anything from the city clerk's office?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Swan, Leisure Services?
No, sir.
Chief, anything from the police department?
Nothing else, sir, thank you.
Chief Parker, you had a lot of stage time, anything?
Nothing further. Thank you.
Ms. Harden?
Yes, Mayor and Council, I'd like to give you a brief update on our Rural Zone Tax Credit Program. This program started in the state of Georgia in January 2018, and the city of Perry was one of the first communities to participate. So this is now the second year of it. There's now 25 communities that are certified. Perry is one of the top communities tied with Bainbridge right now on utilizing the program. And this year we've really heavily focused on educating qualifying businesses. They have to have job creation to get the Georgia income tax credits, as well as rehab or purchase, and they can get the credits as well. So currently we have 4 companies, 9 jobs, and more than $187,000 in tax credits. If we get 1 or 2 more this year, they said we'll pass Bainbridge. And we have about 5 companies on the radar for later this year and next year that will qualify. And we do have 3 years left for companies with that program. So I just wanted to give you all a heads up. Some of the prospects that we're talking to are really excited, and they said, you know, this really is truly a good incentive for our investment in Perry. So I just wanted you all to be aware of that.
Super. Thanks for working so hard on that and making it a success in Perry. We always want to be the model city. Chief Crumpton, do you and your associate back there have anything to add this evening?
We're good.
We appreciate it. Thank you. I think that covers everyone that's here this evening. Item 14 is general public items. Is there anyone here in the general public that would like to address mayor and council at this time? Thank you. Item 15 is mayor items. Again, I'd like to invite everybody that's here to join us for the reception afterwards. I understand it's being catered by the Perfect Pair, so I think it's probably pretty good. And hope you'll stay over and visit with our new council member this evening. Also have the community development ribbon cutting on Friday. We all look forward to getting down to your new operation. Our next meetings will be our work session on December the 12th at 5 p.m. in this room. Our pre-council meeting will be on December the 13th upstairs at 5 o'clock. And our regular council meeting will be December the 3rd at 6 p.m. in this chambers. And I do remind everybody that all of our meetings are open to the public, and we encourage you to attend. We appreciate it. And at this time, I'd like to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving season, and I hope that you have a great time with your families, and please be safe as you travel. If there's nothing else to come before us this evening, we will stand adjourned.